is day 1561 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. This week's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi is sponsored by Rabbi Yonis and Ezra ben Chana Feigo for Schus Vatzlach and his new sales job. May you have tremendous siyata dishmaya. Today we are doing Yoredeh, Siman Shin Ches, Siv Dalid, the Sin Shin Tes, Siv Beis. Dalid. V'dasha b'sein b'alei Tosis because Hashem the Tosis writes the Giza's Psulim Mikdoshim, the sharing of Psulim Mikdoshim, Mutar min Torah, it's Mutar midiraisa. It goes also Torah. The Torah forbade to shear, v'lo Giza tiyasar b'ano, not that the shearing itself is also b'ano and sham. Means barley is also clear to me. Medieval Rama Bergam and Mila in the Yud Shukasa writes, "Vosa Ser Shetolash, that hair which he plucked, Ocean Nosha, or which fell off, Chule Mina Bechor Chule also by no, it's forbidden by no. I feel like Shish Chedubamun, even though it's shecht after it's shechted with its mum, because there is Shemayisha. Maybe you're going to leave it around until it's maybe because they will, unless you come to leave it around. In order to get the shearings, like Alashona. V'chores Perek Gimel, then you have Koso Avokot Semer Shenigs is the menu, any wool which is shorn from it, Shu Chaim when it's alive. I feel Nashar, V'chule, even if it fell off, etc. I feel Nashar, Chashanafa, Ba'mum, it fell off after Mum. Developed in the animal, but after Shchita, also at Semer Shanafa, Mena B'chaim, B'sura, Uomate. The wool which fell off while it's alive, it's still forbidden. They only made this decree by Bechor. What he seems to be saying, it seems to him that the decree is also even after Shchita. But Shchita, Torah also. Before Shchita, it's also Midaraisa. So that's because I feel Shchita, so that's even after Shchita, Klamar, also Shenoshar, Achashnofa Babum, that which fell off after Moon developed. Also, it's written after Shchita, so even after the Shchita, but that's Gosun, that's exactly. If I wrote that the wool which fell off during the lifetime of the animal, Bisura retains its Issa. That the Shchita is not permitted. And also by Mila, where he wrote this Xera, also Achash Shishachtos and after Shchita, Gamdas places, so and after Shchita is Xera. Zeshkasam Belosha gives the Asaban Noah. That which we wrote that it's the shearing is not also by no. Zera Tmidius ala Achash Shchita. That's the Tmidius, interesting term. I'm not sure where it comes from here, but that is on the that should be always forbidden after Shchita. Okay, that's our Basenu. Okay, so I don't know. So it's going to do any good because it's also Rabbanan anyway. So okay, it's Xera. Not the Raisa, but a lot of good that's going to do you. Hey, Isa Moikot, you can't mate a Bechor. Also, they need to take the Bechor, which is always a male, of course. And husband on a female is also Mishum Melocha, because you're doing work with it. Whether it's without a blemish or with a blemish. Tema, two of us, didn't say. It's astonishing that the two shall not write this right halacha, but Ram Ksava Perek Avmi Mila. Ram does write. Avukshol and Me'atz Malay Slamba. If the animal itself made it, that's not a problem for us. Okay, Mutar Nicha Basada. So you're allowed to leave it in the field. Even though it's going to definitely mount a female. Locally shows is not like somebody who forbids this. If the mother animal was getting born to the Bechor and its head came out from the womb and then it went back, so it's like it's already born. But even though it's inside the womb and it's holy, you're allowed to shear the mother. You're not allowed to work the mother. Because if you work the mother, it's going to sap her strength, and it's going to sap the strength of the fetus as well. That's the halacha when you consecrate a fetus to the mizbech, you're not allowed to work the mother. Much because Ram Shamu, but Muratz and Dafyud. Male do the since the true by pregnant whole consecrated fetus, who had the may do what the Makaris is true also about a Bechor Kshabchoroti Rosho, because when the Bechor extended its head and then went back. Akashasram Lois is that Bechor Shasram do not mention this by Bechor. Hevshad also is Rakan Rabban Pass is only Rabban Lokasu, but so Shikha did not make a Zera by something which is highly unlikely. Highly unprevalent, to be literal. And I think that's the primary shot. And the back it says here, I'm Pesach Shuva, Sivaram Shekam B'Kleim B'Sila B'Shoyse B'Yakov V'Mashalav Devar Purim. Okay, wherever he's saying that, whatever and he's saying the reason I don't bring it down is because this halacha is because it's a very rare halacha. Okay. Vav. Shabbos muma, when you come to look at the mum, or the shachta, or the shechted, achakach, afterwards it's search, you need that there shouldn't be wool in that place where you're checking out the mum, where you're checking it. Also, it goes to say now to shear that wool. Avamut close you'll have to pluck the wool. Because the plucking is not like shearing. Much time to see base that we wrote. But you can pluck off the wool in the place you're going to check the makam amun, place the mum was. Vashlo, you go ziza seir or tzemer mim makamam. But you're not allowed to remove that hair which you plucked from the animal. Entangle with the rest of the wool, say on the hair, whichever you pluck is asmanov. Is specifically plucking during with the hand as we permitted. Do not pluck with a vessel, a tool, because it shouldn't look like you're shearing. Zayin, those who astonished the person, how did they allow plucking? Because plucking is not like shearing. That's only by rams. The tzemah rak be'gziza. That there wool you only shear. But by goats, I mean, we say came in the chai betlisha. It's by goats you pluck the goat hair, and have it gziza. It's like shearing. I ain't sure. That's what Pesach Shuva's question in Sharmech. The answer to me, it's not astonishing. No, says when we infer from the Torah Shulchan, they were. I guess this question, but not the question. Maybe that question is a good question. Let's see. They allow plucking. We should start. Why allow plucking at Yontif when you have to shecht? There's no shmokam shechita to pluck in the place of the shechita. Can border Baruchaim see in Tav Tzadichai see if you base. So I'm per Gimel Yontif behemes hit and Rambam Takas matir even at Yontif. I ain't because the dafka b'chor shrak zisa also. So they wrote that specifically by b'chor where only shearing is also. Tolish lava and goes and plucking is not like shearing. Avo b'yontif to us like Adam Gedulo come over Shabbos, but you're never allowed to uproot something from the place it's growing, just like on Shabbos. Ain't clear until guys there's no chiluk between, no distinction between plucking and shearing, which name also they're both also. Ram Shit, so that's the case, why is the Rambam matter? Ram Shit, Mishum the Zem, okay, Klachiyad. There's being okay with the shearing, it's in a non abnormal way. Much Amru B'Cheres, with Pisa Ati Shabbat Diva to Shal Yontif, Laura to Latir. Going to make sense where the Torah Shulchan that Yontif they did not want to prohibit it after Avakach Yad, even though it's indirect, it's not the normal fashion. Mishum Efshar B'Hava because do it elsewise. Avo B'Chor Shekosh B'Tzlisha because women by B'Chor. Maybe by the shchiting do something else, but by it's difficult if you don't pluck the wool to look at the mum. And we're compelled to matir the plucking because it's the only klach is he's also so he's sharing which is also so since we have the matir in the case of Rias mum, so also matir in the case of the shchita. Lochil ben tzemel but tzemel say easy within the distinction between wool and goat hair. The sham ikra lavu lo toguz. The primary prohibition is lo toguz, not to shear, and you're plucking, and you need to do it. It's a tzarech. But there's some b'chuin the bees now b'tlisha so that it says by goats that plucking is like shearing. Haribush means it's like shearing the tolish ki orche when you do tlisha the right way, not klachayat. Havi kiziza then it's like shearing. Have a local klachayat, but not when it is in an abnormal fashion. Ches Kasa Ram is over. The Ram writes, "Kizas Bechor. I feel Kizas Ba'mum. If you have the shearing of a Bechor, even the shearing of a Bechor, it's Ba'mum. Shisar B'Kizachur. Shall make some shearing of mundane animals. I feel achas become 11, even it's one in several thousand. Kulan says also bano sharei who davar choshev. It's something significant. Mekash choshev and davar choshev asks no matter how small the ratio. I can't show. V'din Yishim b'chor Hashem. The first law is in b'cheres. Even it gives us b'amum. Sham v'din Hasheni. That's not botel. What it means. I think. Misha Perikim with the Orla, Umalei Asit, the shear and the shear of Chashivas, which you saw earlier, is Malei Asit. Malei Asit, I think it's supposed to say the Kofel. Malei Asit, shear Shesh Be'emtza La'ama, it's the shear which you have from the Etzba, the middle finger, to the Ama, the index finger. Shemarcher is both same as when you separate that finger as much as possible. Rambam, it's a major difference. Rambam who shnei tvachim, it's a lot more. Ushili Tamura, I thought it was a seat kafel, which is from here to here, not a seat, but here it says seat. So the Ushili Tamura muki l'ravi kitzi parta. It says it's not. No, it's not. The Gemara itself says the end of Gemara that it was not part of the siparto. She also saw a sipar chashiva, which you actually sewed a form of a bird, which is obviously very chashiv. Not threads are not be chashiv. Avlavachi but the robe. It's not. It doesn't have that significance of a shape or pattern. It's about the robe. Lo chashla Rambam. Rambam's not concerned that the shom meyer b'sak. That's why about sack, which is goat hair, du'ab, which is thick, but chashiv is not significant. Avchute beged, the threads of a garment, come below a seat, even it's just a seat length, havi chashiv is significant, come below, and any event, a but that's not negated. Avgam so p'slim, migdashim, b'saklo, he's kir gam kain, zeh. Doesn't match this to the end of p'slim, migdashim. V'yesh yitir, so say the one answer, the kavanas, the gemara, the malay a seat, where so tziparto. Besides the seed is enough to make the bird pattern. It's difficult to say this. So no mahem, it's the sham called suri lo ma'ir ben heter le'isr. The suri there's nothing about whether it's mutter, whether it's also ella im tok gvura sefer, whether it requires, but rather whether it requires to be burned, to bury or burn. Aisha. So parasham lita baruva. That is asking to be bought the rope to inyan the sagi gvura that gvura should suffice for it, opposed to having to burn it. Okay, and Sham hated. It's the Gra and Shnosel Yo, I guess, distinguishes between the question of the shear for Heter Isra could be a Malay seat, whereas for Kvura Sreifa it has to be a Tziparta. Test. However, what should be this in halachos? The Yishon ain't circum below a seat. In the first law, you only need a below a seat. It was that sort of tafka mole. Ain't circum below a seat. I guess you hold that it's the same thing below a seat and siparta. Why would you need one halacha? You would not need below a seat because that's sort of tafka below a seat. You're new to below a seat. But Mishnah Yishon because of the achta mole a seat ubeba'amum. The share about seat is about mumah, but the time of kash b'choshu by a tom, no matter how small the thread is, even has no chashivas. It's asurs. Unless you're saying mukdash makash kosher by mukdashim, by also by korbanos, it's a market kind of snowbat. No matter what, Rambam gam bedin. Rishon because I feel about Mum, he writes in first law in by Mum. First he arrived at Bineza because of the Chos have a knas about Alma, and because it's a knas, low Medina, it's not a locha. But two low Medina, we should clap two, it's not being the first law at all. Medina Shane because of Oreg Mlo seat, Chut, Mitzemmer, Beggar, Samuel writes to somebody who weaves the length of a sit of the thread in the of the Bechor. In a garment, Imu Darva Chashim, even the Darva Chashim. So my set say if it's like if it's a craftsman person's work, and it's ain't no but it's a but the bekluton kvur that's required to be buried. It's entirely ain't no davar chashem. It's not davar chashem, but the robe it's negated in robe akan shon. But low diamond shot is bar b'sim race like this. I feel chut echad and a bottle. It's not like Shana who said that even one thread is not bottle. The heter better lo shana bittel because heter by heter is not bottle. The whole ikar iser shana is utarevis because the iser of shana is in a mixture, mashen and kan, as opposed to here. Um, iser beheter shapir bottle. Uh, the the iser is bottle in the heter. Heter better means that you have um, um, it's using it different. It's a strange way of using it, but he said since each one said by itself it's the tarovis, which makes it also, so therefore even a small tarovis is is not bottle. But here, since the isser is by its in and of itself, it's not a tarovis shased. So if it's a large enough tarovis, it actually asses it. It actually is not. It's bottle. Sorry. Shekan betzeh to shaper bottle mulo b'dar v'chachim is not a significant thing. Avokasha to a difficult door ekesh mitzvah b'chor side is leave as b'chor. So after this feeling, karai b'du knas even though if it holds a right it's a knas come lavi why it should bring it down. Rash Mishnah the sham the shar b'kushim b'chor the Mishnah is difficulty from b'chor to the Mishnah because the afin the fire in the fire koshu lav dafka and say koshu's lav dafka marigankim lo sit. It has to be lo sit. Mikom kom it's party of shalios b'kiza. It's not. I'm not sure the mean said that, but I think he's saying that it's not possible to say that Siparta is the Isser by Giza. It's not the If Shalios by Giza. I don't know what he means by that. Let's see what he says in Yud. He says the Tur rejects that which it says in Bchoros. So that case would be the case which we opened with Steve Ches, that a Gizas Bor, even Gizas Bamum, which kind of makes other Gizas, even it's 1 in 7,000. Also, if it's even just a sit, as opposed to the second halacha, which is halacha in the Tamura, which is that it's a specific tziparta. So he says that case in Bechorus is rejected. So other interpretations there. See the Hanach Okimtas, Badla Okimta Kamaitz according to this Okimta, those Okimtas, those scenarios. The first scenario is negated. It means that the Madaniyat V'divrei Chamodos for this. So therefore, it only goes after Tiparta, not after Sit. Over the Yas Ram and the earlier sphere, the ain't steer man says, hey, that's a contradiction. The Giza begins to Slobato. A Giza of a Sit is not both on other Gizos. I have a negative beggar to Chashim Tuva, but what? I have a negative beggar to Chashim Tuva Tzurk Dafka come lo a Sit? Oh, no. So he's going to say, no, so I sorry, no. He's saying the case in Bechoros is, he's really juggling three cases here. The case in Bechoros is the Koshu. And then there's the understanding that it's Malay Asit, or to its Tfachim, according to the Rambam. And then there's the Tziparta. So the, he says that, I'm not sure I caught that before, that there are three cases here. The case of Bechoros, which is a Koshu, is a Knas. And the second halacha of Mulawasit, it's a that's in a garment, and that one's one he rejects. No. He says the Giza it says that no. The same tzit and siparta, the same thing. The koshu he rejects because that's like a knas, and I guess it's a case where you somehow deliberately got mixed up. But the sit or the siparta, those two scenarios he accepts. The question is whether sit and siparta are the same thing, and that evidently some Rambam holds they are the same, even though the Torah holds they're not the same. Whereas holds Dafka Tziparta, whereas the Rambam goes with the which is not Mosit, and the Rambam holds it is Mosit. says that's on the other three day, and it's different as says he's the botel. That can even be a koshu. Okay, so the Torah rejects the koshu. The Rambam holds that no, he's among gizos, even a koshu is also in a beged. So in that the das when that beged koshu too, but so davka mulasit. If it's in a beged, they need a mulasit, which according to Rambam somehow is the same as tzipart. I guess two tvachim. According to Rambam holds it's two tvachim. You can make a tzipart of two tvachim. That makes sense. Let's see if you hold this seat is like this or like that. So that's not enough to make it. Then you have a difficulty. What has one sugi say Melosine, the other says Sipart, and you have to reject one or the other. But he holds them one's two tvachim, sure, why not? Okay. So Negabega the Chashi too, Mutzah Dr. Losit, which again, according to two tvachim. The bracket says here, Tema Lamala Chashi Leva Mishnah Shili Akum, and Dvarim Shaosim Choshu. Why is that included in the Mishnah? There's Aser Koshu. Like you can't move Zedachar to Lalacha, so to reject the koshu because it's not brought down. One of the things at the beginning, at the end of Messiah's which has koshu. Ram Shalom Matzah. According to Rambam, why he does that? So came the koshu Shalom Seir Nazir Shal mentions the hair of a Nazir asks koshu. Koshu can stand bechor. Wow. Okay. It doesn't mention it. So only stand bechor is we ask koshu. Mukdashim. That's it. Mukdashim. Chashim is hair. So what's the hair than the hair of a Nazir? Sham Yesh Inyan Zeh and Yerushalmi. There's some discussion this, and because she was Yerushalmi Kavana, but because the story can't understand what the Yerushalmi is saying. Ayin Sham Shili Arla Baduk. Okay, Shin Tes. Dina B'chor B'zman Hazeh Locha B'chor in our day and age. Al B'chor B'zman Hazeh B'chor in our day and age. Ein Lo Heta Elai De Mum. It has no way to become mutzar except through a mum. Kosva Torah Shulchan. Afim Yirtza B'Ma Kohen L'Kansel Chiba. Even the owner or the coin wants to put it into a dome, meaning into an enclosure. Until it dies on its own. A number of shleim they're not allowed to. That's why the God coins to raise that chipo b'moon until it gets a moon. Account shono. Command achlo shemedaka. You go up to 3 days by a sheep. Chamishim gasim 3 days by a cow. You got it. So the Yisrael has to raise. The Chagig got a coin. Then the coin has to raise it himself. The Kuti will give it to a non-Jew. Sheik the Lu is going to raise it. Much custom Simon Shin Vav and Jump. But Avagav the Gidlo Yesh Lush Takola. Even though you're raising it, there's concern with a stumbling block. Shav the Bovi guys who saw they might work it or come to shear its hair. Nevertheless, they didn't let you to kill it. Much as Barb Satishmaya. At times they like it's going to explain. Based in Mordechai Perkama the Akun Kosta, the Mordechai writes the Ra Mimetz Heter Bisman Azel Achnis B'chol Akiba. Mimetz allowed starving to death because they can so it's not to come to stumbling block. Re Osa forbids this. Came and Sheyesh at the moon since we become mutter to a moon. And if Shem Lo Kosta Loshin Isser, then wrote a prohibition of Isser. Shloit Sichel B'chol Bisman Azel Achnis Akiba. They didn't say it's also to put it to starve to death. It says you don't have to. Only make a starve an animal to death. We didn't have Vera. Come on, Makdish, none of that like you consecrate something in our day and age. It's not your fault. Local to they didn't require you, they didn't make Zed, you put it into a starve to death. So we're not Vera, but you should have sold for a non-Jew. That's not called Vera. Miu Mashim the ranch is that. Sounds, however, what they're saying, they're not required to put into a keeper and start that. I mean, if you want to put into a keeper, Rashai be permitted. And now he's going to get into tomorrow.